morning to all. Today we are going to discuss a new concept of second unit. Nothing but the type structures of representative or existing languages. So this concept is very easy concept. That means it explains what are the different type structures are there in the existing languages. It simply explains the type structures of Pascal, type structures of C++, and type structures of Ada languages. So before discussing these concepts, generally what these concepts says about the type structures of existing languages. So first, the type structures of existing languages concept provides an overall hierarchical taxonomy of the features provided by each language for data structuring. So it's nothing but for data structuring. So what are the different hierarchical taxonomy features are there in each language? It is provided in this concept. Nothing but type structure of existing language. So in this language it provides the hierarchical taxonomy of different features provided by different languages about their data structures. So in that manner, first we are going to discuss the type structure of Pascal. First point, type structure of Pascal. So what is the type structure of Pascal? Means this is the pictorial representation of the type structure of a Pascal language. Pascal types are broadly classified into three different categories. One is unstructured types, second one pointers, third one structured types. So in unstructured type, again it divided into built-in types, enumeration and subranges, and pointers may contain a single recursive data types, and structured may broadly classified into records, variant records, arrays, set and files. So these are the different type structures are available in Pascals. Then the first type structure is nothing but unstructured type in Pascal. A different decomposition of unstructured types would be in terms of ordinal types and real types. So in Pascal, these unstructured, that means the first type in Pascal, unstructured types would be termed as ordinal types and real types. We may term unstructured types in Pascal as ordinal types and real types. So in ordinal types, they compress other types are nothing but integers, booleans, characters, enumeration, data types and subranges. So these are all that comes under ordinal types. So this is the first concept. So in Pascal, unstructured types are also termed as ordinal types or real types. Ordinal types compresses integers, booleans, characters, enumeration and subranges. Then the second type in Pascal subtypes is nothing but pointers. So recursive data structures are defined via pointers in Pascals. So recursive data structures are defined in Pascals via pointers. So this is the second type in type structure in Pascal. Then third type structure is structured types. In Pascal, the third type is structured type. The structured type may encompasses five different types of concepts. One is Cartesian products are defined by records. So Cartesian product type are defined by using records. And then second one is unions and discriminated unions. These two types are described by using variant record concept. And third one is finite mappings are described by using arrays. And fourth one is power sets are described by using set type concept. And the last one, sequences are described by using files concept. So in Pascal type, it is broadly classified into three types: unstructured type, pointers, and structured. In unstructured, it is termed as ordinal types or real types. So generally, ordinal types are compressors, comprise compress integers, booleans, characters, enumerations, and subranges. And the second type, pointers, are used to generally defines recursive data structures. And in third type, structured types are encompasses these five types. So this is the concept of Pascal type structures. Then the second type structure defined according to the concept is type structure of C++. So this is the pictorial representation of C++ type structure. So C++ type structure is broadly classified into two types: fundamental and derived. So in fundamental, it compresses integral and floating point, and derived compresses arrays, functions, pointers, references, classes, structures, and unions. All these concepts are comes under derived types, and fundamental compresses only integers and floating point. So this is the pictorial representation of type structure of C++. So the discussion about the type structure of C++ is distinguished between two different categories of types. So in C++ we have two different categories. So one is fundamental type and second one is derived type. So what is this fundamental types? Fundamental types of type structure in C++ are either integral or floating point. So fundamental types may contain either integral structure or floating point structure. So integral structure, the first one, integral structure compress either character, shortint, int, longint, which can be used for representing integers of different size. So first type in C++ nothing but fundamental types. Fundamental types internally it may contain either integer or floating point. So integer type compress either character, integers, longint, shortint, or it may use for representing integers of different size. Then if you come to the second point, floating point. So floating point type compress either float, double, and long double. So it compresses these data types. Then come to the second type in C++, that's nothing but derived. So before entering into the derived, if you want to declare a new integer type may be declared by using enumeration types. So in fundamental types, it supports either integral or floating point. So integral type contain characters, integers, etc. And floating point may contain either float, double, or long double. Or otherwise, if you want to declare any new integral types, it is possible only via enumeration types. So these are the content of fundamental types. Then the second type in C++ structure is derived types. So derived types compress arrays, functions, pointers, references, classes, structures, and unions. So these are all the concepts are compressed in derived types. So this is the concept of structures of C++. So basically structures of C++ contain broadly classified into two types. One is fundamental and second one is derived. So in fundamental, it is either integral or floating point. If you want to declare any new type, you are declared via enumerations. So derived types compress either arrays, functions, pointers, references, classes, and structures and unions. So this is the concept of structures of C++. Then the third structure is structures type structure of ADA. So this is nothing but the pictorial representation of type structure of ADA. So ADA type structure is also broadly classified into three types. One is unstructured, nothing but scalar, access, nothing but pointers, and structured. So in unstructured, again it is broadly classified into two. One is discrete types and second one real types. So discrete types again broadly classified into enumeration characters, booleans, etc. and integer type. So real are again divided into floating point and fixed. Then access, it is also supports recursive data type just like Pascal. Then structured, it also supports records, arrays, concurrencies, tags, etc. So this is the pictorial representation of ADA type structures. Then, what are the concepts in ADA type structures? They are broadly classified into three different categories. In that, first one is unstructured type or scalar type. So unstructured types are broadly classified into again two types, either discrete type and second one real type. So in discrete type, what are the concepts are there? So discrete type, either it supports enumeration data types and numerical data types. So enumeration data types are similar to those provided by Pascal. In Pascal, what they are provided for enumeration, the same is available in ADA also. So enumeration data type is comes under discrete type in unstructured type of ADA language. Then integer type compress either signed or modular integers. So these are the two different types, enumeration types and integer types are comes under discrete type of unstructured type of ADA. Then the second one is real type. So real type may contain two different types of type structures. One is floating point and another one is fixed point. We know what is meant by floating point. 2 point example 2.5, 3.5 such type of values are comes under floating point numbers, or fixed points means they are independent, so they may not depend on any other value. Such type of values are comes under fixed points. So these are the two different concepts are available in unstructured or scalar type of ADA language type structure. Then the second type in ADA language is access types. It is also called as pointers. So access types or pointers are used mainly to allocate and deallocate data dynamically. So this second access type is mainly used for allocating and deallocating the data dynamically. So for this purpose only we are using access type in ADA language. Then the third point in ADA is nothing but structured or composite types. So in ADA, the structured or composite type compress the arrays, records, and concurrency. So these are the different types are compressed in ADA's structured or composite type. So according to our own concept, type structures, representative languages contain three different concepts. One is type structures in Pascal, type structures in C++, type structures in ADA language. So these are the points we need to remember in this concept. Thank you.